Okay, so here's my video about my opinions on love and sex. First of all, I tried in the previous two videos to make this video and just went off on some of a tangent. And I'm sure psychologically there probably is some sort of like theorem or principle that discuss like when people don't uh, want to like approach a specific topic that they deflect to something else or what have you. Um, and I have to actually, well, I have time to do this. I need to do this, but yeah. So anyway, what I was saying before a video before the last one, my generation is a generation of people who, for all intents and purposes, do not talk directly to one another. I mean, obviously, the previous generation did not have the opportunity to be Facebook fiends or MySpace pirates or whatever, Friendster, whatever, old school. That's old school. Um, so now it's kind of like we're at a not even I wouldn't even say call it an advantage, but now we're at a point in human history where I can look up a website and know what's going on if my in my friend's life if they so choose to post it. Um, I'm the same way. I post a lot of things. I post shows. I post just my own little. I don't even go too detailed because people. I feel like if you go too deep into detail about like what's really getting to you online, then it leaves that door open where people are like, oh my god, that's so cryptic, or you just put that up there for attention, or oh my god, are you okay? Do I need to come over? We should be talking to one another, but instead we're Facebooking. And I mean, I honestly don't even know if we're gonna. My class, I graduated in 2003. I don't even know if we're having a 10-year reunion because we're all, for the most part, friends on Facebook. So it's like the things that are going on, if they so choose to friend you or whatever, you know it. You see it on your timeline, and that's it. I mean, there was 500 and something people in my graduating class, and I'm friends with most of them. So, meh. But anyway, furthermore, on Facebook, I see the triumphs in love of my friends, and I also see the failures. I see, I mean, it's crazy because we're all not getting any younger. I mean, I know I may look young, but it's like a Carly Rae Jepsen situation going on here. Uh, but I see when my friends, they're engaged, they're having children, they're getting married, they're subsequently getting divorced. It's like, I mean, divorce happens, you can't help it, you're in love, and then something happens along the way, and then it just gets fucked up, and then now you're not, I don't know. I, me personally, I am very, I don't even I want to say I'm very dumb or ignorant. Ignorant, there we go. I'm ignorant when it comes to relationships. Like in high school, you know, I was, I mean, I was nice, but I was like a mean girl, like a nice bitch, kind of. But I never dated. Like I dated one guy in high school, and I fucked that up pretty bad. I mean, I on purpose like broke up with him. I was like, no, and it wasn't even dating. I was like, oh my god, this is social suicide, and I got rid of him real quick. And I could say, oh, my friends, and I could say, oh, I asked such and such, and this is what they thought, but ultimately it was me. And ever since then, I haven't really dated, and so that's been like over 10 years. Ha! um, a lot of things. I'm even though I like project a lot of like blah and I'm an extrovert and this and that, I'm so insecure. Like I cannot imagine, this is my bed behind me. I cannot imagine like waking up with someone. Like kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like I don't want to do it, don't want to do it. But at the same time, I totally do, because it's like, okay, I don't want to be 50 and just be like, I never dated anyone and I've always woken up alone and blah blah blah. Which, I mean, I'm not like tripping. I mean, I've been single. I'm like the Cuisinart of singleness. But a good friend of mine recently, not recently, but like a year ago, I signed up for a dating site, and I still haven't gone on a date with anyone. I'm just like, no, because I find reasons to not talk to people. I'm horrible at keeping in touch with people. Sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I get offended over nothing because I don't know how guys joke. I don't know how guys talk that I'm interested in, or that are interested in me. Like I always think if a guy is interested in me, it has to be like just about sex, and you're just using me, and um, you know that I have all these issues with myself and my body, and so for that reason, you can't want any more with me than my twat. So that's sad. I mean, I know. Well, actually, I don't know if you're looking at this video and thinking, what's wrong with this girl? Like, I can only hope, but, I look in the mirror and my face is the same since forever. And, I haven't made room in my head for a man to enter it, I think. And that's half the problem right there. But I always think, like, guys are just out to get women, and it's like, I don't know. I haven't met like a good man or anything that I could possibly date, or I could possibly be around, or I could possibly stand, or who could stand me. I'm nuts. I'm crazy. It's true. I'm super nuts. I mean, I think masturbation is dirty. I feel bad every time I do it. And um I want all the lights out during sex, and I would never have day sex, and I will lay a certain way, to find, so hoping that I am being found appealing in that manner. There's only one guy, and I didn't date him. He was a one night stand that just didn't go away, and for a while, and we were friends, and it hurt, and I don't like being hurt, so I try to take myself out of the equation. But um, I really liked him, and everyone who knew me was like, you could do better than this guy, Kim. Come on. And I'm just like, can I? But that's insecurity talking. That's not the truth. But he was one of the few people I actually felt comfortable around naked, and that speaks scores to that. So, I mean, love to me is something that has eluded me. I know love of family, which, I had my grandmother, and I loved her very much when she was alive. And I know love of friends. I love my friends so much. They've been so supportive in things I've done and the things I'm doing, and I don't deserve them at all. I should be a lonely bitch, but I have my friends, so thank you. But as far as a significant other, like, I won't want to say like I feel like there's a hole in me, because as a person, I'm complete, neuroses and all. Like, I'm a whole person, but I just want to know what it feels like to have someone inside your personal bubble. I don't want freak show. I don't want, because I mean, there's a guy. I'm on I'm on this dating site, and there's a guy who messages me, and he wants to be my slave. Not like Not like, Rosa Parks, not Rosa Parks, but not like Kunta Kinte slave, and not like um, S&M slave, but he wants to be my slave. Like, he wants to do things for me, like clean my house, wash my dishes, do my laundry, fold my intimates, rub my feet. I I don't know. I'm just like, wow, really, really, So, um, that's weird. But I don't. I mean, he's nice. He's nice. I just don't find that. He's a submissive, and I don't find that attractive. I'm a dominant character, so if you give me the opportunity to be like to dance all over you, I will dance all over you as a man. Like, I don't want to be a person. I guess I should probably define what I want, and then maybe that'll help. Um, I want someone who will allow me to be myself independent of him, um, or her. I don't know. I have a friend, my best friend, one of my best friends. He thinks I'm a lesbian, and I might be. I mean, it's not completely outside of the realm of reality, but I mean, for me, if I'm ever going to love a woman, I first have to figure out if I like a man. It's just a process of elimination. I'm very type A on that, and so be it. So, yeah, that's that. But, yeah, I would need someone who is okay if I'm not around. If I'm out with my friends, you don't have to, like, follow me everywhere. I can be myself, and I can also be myself with you. I need someone to realize that who can understand that my life is a wreck, and I'm kind of like in train wreck status right now. My emotions run like from non-existent to, oh my God, hold me. I just want to cry, and I don't cry. I always talk about, oh, that makes me want to cry, but I never cry, and it's just I'm so emotionally shut down right now. I mean, I lost my grandmother. My mother's like off being like fucking nuts somewhere. My family is non-existent. I don't hear from them. I don't see them, and so my family are my friends, and I see my friends a lot, which is good. But I just haven't allowed myself to be emotionally available, and I haven't allowed myself to really open up and be honest about how I feel. And I mean, that's probably not the best place to go into any sort of dating with, and I just don't even. I mean, this is probably the most I've said right here on this video. This is probably the most I've spoken in like a week. Like, I don't really talk a lot. I mean, I write my music, I do my shows, I save up a lot of my banter for then. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would like a guy that's taller than me. I'm 5'9". That'd be good, but I'm not. I guess I shouldn't be sizist in that way. To shorter men who are shorter than me. What else? I want someone who is able to realize that I am kind of a mess. My apartment is like, it's not the neatest, let's put it that way. I mean, I've got shit everywhere, Like, my laundry, I cleared off my couch like a week ago. But yeah, I don't know. I have this really just fucked up way of looking at love, because I mean, and boyfriends and dating and marriage. I'm so happy for everyone who's found love. Don't get me wrong. I love that my friends are in love. I love that, they're dating and, having these functional lives and these relationships or whatever. But I'm just, I feel like I'm too old to not know what it feels like to have my heart broken. And I mean, the closest thing was losing my grandma, and that's not the same as saying someone who wakes up next to you or you sleep over or you're intimate with and they say, I love you. And then for some reason or another, they're with someone else or they're cheating on you or they're, saying it's not working and you think everything's fine and you don't know, you know, what happened. And in my music, I write a lot about, love and, toward sort of relationships, but they're all imaginary. And I just pray that what I'm talking about is in some proportion relatable to what people are actually going through. So yeah. Anyway, I I know this feeling isn't going to be forever, and I know that if I get a job or something, because I've been unemployed for like a month, and it's been great and horrible at the same time. But if I get a job, I probably won't think about this again for a long time because I can occupy myself with work, and I can occupy myself with shows and busyness, and never know what that feeling of being in a relationship or dating or getting to know someone new who wants to know you is like. Um, I am okay with that, and I will find something to take my mind off of it, and maybe I won't talk about this again for another 10 years, and maybe I won't see the folly in my ways, and I think if anyone is watching this and you are in the same predicament as I have forced myself into, because I mean, I could have dated along the way, but I didn't. And I choose not to pick up on the signs or the flirts or the smiles or the pokes or the, subtle things, subtle cues. I'm personally one who has to be clubbed over the head to know that someone likes me. So if you're like me, I would encourage you to look inside yourself and get some perspective. Um, Figure out how you are. Figure it out before it's too late and you're old like I am and trying to figure out how to date and how to like someone and how to be honest and how to, pursue. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I just feel like I'm too fucking old to just now be learning how to date and to just now be thinking, oh, I've never dated anyone. I should probably try that. I'm too old. I don't even want to try, but I'm lonely. And even though I said in the beginning, I feel like I'm a whole person, I feel like there is a space where my heart doesn't go, and it's for someone to fit in. And I haven't figured that out yet. It's not that my heart isn't incomplete, but it's made a space that I've ignored. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And yeah, I think I'm done.